This is Keith from Indie Comics Relay, and I'm back with another comic review. Before we get started, just a quick reminder that the Mighty Mascots Indiegogo issues 4, 5, and 6 are still on in demand on the Indiegogo website. Back it. It's still open. We're moving along. We're starting to do pencils and inks for issue 5. So we'll probably stay open for, a little while longer. But if you want to get in on it, back it today. All right. So this week's review is I'm doing The Boys Dear Becky #1 from Dynamite Comics. And this is sort of a sequel to The Boys regular series that Dynamite picked up, or ran probably a few years ago. I think it ended, and now it's a TV show on Amazon Prime, which you might have seen. The creative team is Garth Ennis back again, and instead of Derek Robertson illustrating the series, it's Russ Braun, who actually looks a lot like Derek Robertson's artwork. Colored by Tony Avina, lettered by Simon Boland, and the cover was by Derek Robertson, so that's pretty cool. So I read the first one. I was a fan of the original series, which was at DC Comics, but then I think after issue 6, it got booted over to Dynamite because it was too offensive for DC Comics. And there's definitely still the elements of that in this new series. I'm not sure how long this is going to be. It doesn't say if it's a mini series or if it's an ongoing. I hate to say this because I love Garth Ennis, but it definitely feels like this is Dynamite going to Garth Ennis and begging him to do more boy stories when there's really not much else to tell on the story. But with that being said, it's still very, very readable. And I'd say if you're a hardcore fan of the Boys comic book, you may want to pick this up. The story is basically Huey, or Wee Huey, is, it's 12 years after the finale of the Boys comic, and superheroes are pretty much gone from this universe. And Huey's kind of returned home to his where he grew up, and he's still with Annie from from the 7, and he's just kind of bumming around. Like in this beginning issue, he's hanging out with a friend of his that's transgendered, and actually half the issue they basically hang out and just talk. It's kind of funny too, because it's a lot of the conversation is Garth Ennis going off on woke culture. So if that kind of gives you a charge, this might be worth picking up just for that. But then he gets a package in the mail, and it ends up being this diary that was from Butcher's dead wife, Becky. And he's like basically fully shocked that he received this, and and then they have a flashback to the early days of the Boys and like some of the missions they were on and stuff like that. And I won't spoil that because actually that part is actually really great. It's a little bit they go after, let's say, like a Shazam type character, which is pretty hilarious. So I'd say it's a mixed bag. I say it's a totally unnecessary series. But if you do love the Boys and you do miss those characters, I would recommend this. The art by Russ Braun, I said earlier, is great. He does remind me a lot of Derek Robertson's artwork, who did like Transmetropolitan and a few other, stuff for DC. I think he worked with Garth Ennis on Jimmy's Bastards from Aftershock, which is another great series if you want to see Garth Ennis destroy James Bond, basically. But like I said, I give it a recommend, but only if you are a big fan of the boys. If you are just a casual fan, or if you're looking to get into the boys, I would say this is not where to start. I would say just go get the trade paperbacks from Dynamite and just read the whole series there, because it is worth it. It's actually very good Garth Ennis series. But yeah, so that's my 2 cents on that one. So that's it for this week, everyone. We'll be back next week with another live stream. I know we have a guest lined up, but I forget who it is, and I will have to check to see if Johnny will be coming back. Hopefully he will. If not, I'll have Amy sub in again. But yeah, we got some exciting guests coming up in the future. A lot of Kickstarters and Indiegogo starting up. So a lot of people looking to jump on shows and things like that. So if you haven't subbed to the channel, please do. That way you get all our alerts when we go live and whenever I post a new review. And it just helps us grow and continue that path towards being monetized. So every little bit helps. So, but thank you, everybody, and we'll see you next week. All right, bye.